Hey folks, thanks for watching. 2 stories in one day. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click that little red button below. And if you'd like to be notified of my posts first, then click the little bell and it'll send you a notification just as soon as I post. So the Bruce McArthur serial killer case, he appeared in court today via video, wearing his orange jumpsuit, and yeah, he has not been disclosed in court by his lawyer or the judge what his charges necessarily are. He knows that the murder charges are, but there's no real disclosure as to the evidence mounting against him and what they have come up with in order for the prosecutor or the defense to be able to make their case. So there will be some more information coming. They were doing some digging up on the house, in the front of the house, to take out a piece of pipe, and they did actually take that to testing. We're still waiting to hear any news as to whether or not that brings any results of any kind. But they have not found any other remains throughout the dig, and they are repairing that street now. So I'm assuming, we are all to assume, that they are finished with that search. So he has effectively been charged with 5 counts of murder of 5 different men, all over the ages of 40, 43 was, I think, the youngest. And that's just what the evidence is showing thus far. So stay tuned, folks, for sure. There will be some more to come. This trial has yet to really get started, and I'm pretty anxious to find out what they've been finding in the planters' pots and all of that. Especially in and around the homes, and doing the thawing in the backyard and digging, and I'm anxious to see and hear what they may have found. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click that little red button below, and if you'd like to be notified of my posts first, then click that little bell and it'll send you a notification just as soon as I post. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Tracking a developing story this hour. This is a live look outside the home in Leaside that has been the center of an investigation. No human remains have been found in the backyard of the property linked to alleged serial killer Bruce McArthur. That coming from Toronto Police today, but the work on Mallory Crescent isn't over. This is a look at heavy construction equipment that's been brought in, and investigators now digging up the main drain connected to the home where McArthur once worked as a landscaper.
Investigators are at the Mallory property. They have finished the excavation in the backyard. My understanding is they are doing some work on the main drain that services the Mallory home out of precaution to look to see if there's any evidence that may assist with this investigation.
McArthur is currently facing 5 charges of first-degree murder in connection with the disappearance of 5 men. Police have confirmed that one set of the remains that they found inside planters taken from the Mallory Crescent property belonged to 49-year-old Andrew Kinsman. Work is still underway to identify the other remains. Andrew Kinsman, of course, was well known here in Toronto's gay community, and today some of his Bruce McArthur's other alleged victims are being remembered, many of them also having connections to this community. We're here outside the 519 Community Centre, Barbara Hall Park, where a vigil is getting ready to get underway this evening. And this afternoon, one of the other alleged victims was also honored at a monthly memorial for people who died while on the streets.
So the first name, we're not exactly sure when he died. Probably 2016, maybe 2017, is Dean Lissowick.
47-year-old Dean Lissowick is one of Bruce McArthur's alleged victims. He was last seen in April of 2016 and was well known in the village. Lissowick often stayed at the Scott Mission, the Good Shepherd Ministries, or in the Sanctuary Drop-In. But today, those honoring him didn't want him to just be remembered as a homeless man.
We thought it was important to come together to share our grief, to stand together in solidarity, and to provide support for each other, and really to look to the future as well. We understand and know that this is going to be a long-standing issue that's going to impact our community for a number of years to come, and we think it's incredibly important to come together at this time.
Now, as you can see, the crowd is starting to gather here at Barbara Hall Park. The vigil is set to start just around 6 o'clock. It's about 5 after right now. So shortly, the performances will be underway. All of this to honor not just the men who are believed to be victims of the accused serial killer Bruce McArthur, but of anyone who has gone missing or has been killed in this community. As for the accused, McArthur, he is expected to make a court appearance tomorrow morning via video link.
I can now confirm we have recovered the remains of at least 6 individuals over the last week and a half, and we've identified some of the body parts as belonging to one of the victims whom we charge Mr. McArthur with the murder of, and that's Andrew Kinsman. And that's where we stand right now. The identification of the other remains is still ongoing. I do anticipate more charges being laid. I don't have a timetable for that. I don't have a number for that, but I would expect more charges will eventually be laid. It is getting bigger, and we are getting more resources the further we go along, so it's going to be a very, very extensive investigation.